Episode 1 of Ishura begins with a rumbling felt across the city. A flashback shows Yuno becoming friends with Lucelles. Lucelles requests Yuno to teach her force arts. The two live in Nagan Labyrinth City, which was built at the center of the Great Labyrinth of Kayazuna. The scene switches to a few warriors taking down a golem. Yuno and Lucelles dream of a future together, assuming the true Demon King is dead. Returning to the present time, Yuno watches helplessly as the golem rips Lucelles limb by limb before chasing Yuno. She makes a run from the golem but ends up getting cornered. She uses her force arts to take down the golem and regrets not using it to save Lucelles. Just then, multiple golems approach her from all directions. She attempts to attack them but is unable to and accepts her fate. Just then, there's a flash taking out all the robots in a swift move. It is revealed that Sujuru has slashed through all of them with his sword. Sujuru reveals his plans to take down the Great Labyrinth itself using only his sword. He offers to take it down in exchange for a meal and takes off to fight the labyrinth and encounters multiple golems chasing him. He skillfully slashes them down. The labyrinth tries to fight back, but Sujuru dodges the attacks and begins climbing it. The labyrinth retaliates by engaging defensive cannons around the body and also deploys several other golems, which Sujuru tackles midair. Sujuru launches himself in front of the labyrinth, who takes the opportunity to fire a powerful light ray at him. Sujuru miraculously survives this and proceeds to slice off the labyrinth's head. With Sujuru on its shoulder, the labyrinth unleashes a punch to its shoulder. The scene cuts to the demonstration of a technique to use the opponent's momentum against them. Cutting back to the scene, Sujuru cuts off the swinging arm, causing it to hit the other shoulder with full force and ripping that arm away. With both the arms gone, the labyrinth falls to the ground, disabling the golems. Yuno questions why the Great Labyrinth began moving. She questions if it was Sujuru who resurrected it to slay it for fun. She harbors hostility towards the strong as it leads to the death of millions. Sujuru arrives and brags about killing the beast, and Yuno offers him rations for his journey. She directs him towards Oriatia, claiming there are many great fighters there. Internally, she hopes someone there will teach him a lesson at the end of Ishura Episode 1. The episode review. Ishura Episode 1 delivers an incident that is open to interpretation and gives us very little to anticipate. It introduces Yuno, who lives in a small town built around the Great Labyrinth. She loses her companion to the mechanical giant. Following that, a stranger from a different town named Sujuru saves her. He then goes on to slay the Great Labyrinth using only his sword. The episode gives us very little to work with, keeping the majority of it as suspense. What is the Great Labyrinth? What are the force arts? Who is Sujuru, apart from being a badass with a sword? Where does Yuno intend to send Sujuru? The answers to these questions are revealed gradually throughout the episode, leaving viewers eagerly anticipating the next installment.